What is good, you guys? Welcome back to the airport. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the newest member of the Miami Heat, Kyle Guy, who has just been signed on a 10-day hardship deal. We're going to be talking about him. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with him. He's a lot more of a household name than Zylan Cheatham was when we signed him. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will have heard of him. We're going to be talking about him. We're also going to be recapping a little bit the game against the Wizards, because if you guys did not know, we played the Wizards today, and it was an interesting game, especially down the stretch. We let them come back, but we got the W, 4-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, and we have won 8 out of our last 10, so that is really solid. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about Kyle Guy. So before we get into it, make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Very close to 1,600 subs. Let's get there as soon as possible. You guys are the best. So let's just get into Kyle Guy, man. I know you guys love these videos, and it's pretty obvious why you guys love these videos, because you guys want to learn more about the players that we sign. A lot of you guys are strictly NBA fans, which is really cool. It's fine that a lot of you guys do not really keep up with college basketball, and that's what I'm here for, because I watch college basketball. I like to call myself a college basketball watcher. I'm not someone who's going to watch every single game, but I watch majority of them. And I know a lot of these names, so I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm just here to give you guys what I think of these guys and what a lot of the other scouts thought of these guys as well. So yeah, let's get right into it. Kyle Guy, the newest member of the Miami Heat. So who Kyle Guy is, he is a 6'2" point guard, played for Virginia Cavaliers, bounced around the league. I'm pretty sure he was with the Kings, he was with the Cavs most recently. He's 6'2/6'3", and he is more of a combo guard rather than the point guard. He plays the point guard position, but he's not really a playmaker. He's more of a scorer at the point guard position. His biggest strength is his shooting. He's one of the best shooters. He was one of the best shooters at his position. He shot 50% from 3 in college on 7 attempts as a freshman, where he played 40 minutes a game. He was really good from the arc, and he is really able to shoot off of screens. He's good on dribble pull-ups. He can create his own shot from the three-point line. He can hop into a 1-2 three-pointer. He is a very comfortable three-point shooter. He did play in the McDonald's All-American game as well. He's from Indiana, but he went to school in Virginia. This guy is a shooter. That's what he is. He's a very good high-volume shooter. He has a pretty solid handle for his position. I've seen him work on his mid-range jump shot, especially in the G League this year, when I've watched the limited amount of G League games that I have been in. When I have coincidentally have watched him, he has been getting to the mid-range jump shot more than I've seen him do in college. So he's definitely developed that in his game as well. He's a pretty solid mid-range shooter off the pull-up, off the dribble, and especially off of screens. He's very good at changing directions. Coming off of screens is one of his biggest strengths, because his mobility is very good for his position. He's he has a low center of gravity because of his size. He's not the biggest for a combo guard, so that really helps him navigate through screens and slip through screens. He's a very slippery guy, hard guy to chase off screens, and he's a very good at changing directions. He can fire off the catch, or he can use dribbles to create him better looks for himself. He's not a guy who forces a lot of things, man. He doesn't commit that many turnovers, which is good. For a point guard, you need to be safe with the ball. He's not the best playmaker. He doesn't have the best vision, but he's not someone who's risk prone, and that's something that's very important. Defensively, he's not the best. That's some of his weaknesses. We're going to get to that. Defensively, he's one of them. He's very undersized. He's not only 6'2", 6'3" is not bad height, but he's only 155, 165, 170-ish at max, because I'm pretty sure he was 155 in his freshman year, and then I think he bulked up to 170 or something like that. He's no more than 175 for sure, and that is not anything big. So 175 pounds for a point guard in the NBA is not huge at all. He can get overmatched as far as defensively, because his frame is not the strongest. He's not the best athlete, and that also hinders him finishing at the rim, because he doesn't really have the explosiveness. He doesn't really have the craftiness around the rim. He's not really a good 2-point shooter as far as at the rim. He only shot 38% from the 2-point range in his freshman year. He does not have the athleticism to finish around players that well at all. So those are his weaknesses. He's gonna get overmatched defensively. That's one of his biggest ones. And the second one is that he's not a good finisher at the rim because of his lack of athleticism, his weak frame, lack of explosiveness. Free throw shooting needed to improve. He shot only 71% in his freshman year, but he has worked on his mechanics, so that is good. As far as if he'll play, I don't really know. I made a whole video about Zylan Cheatham. I really thought he was going to play tonight, actually, because we were very short-handed tonight. Max Strus was a late scratch due to COVID protocols, and then Udonis had already been a scratch at the beginning of the day due to COVID protocols as well. So we only had 9 guys available. We went with the 8-man rotation, and it paid off, I guess. I thought Spo was going to put him in, but the Wizards did go on a run, so after that, he put the starters back in, which was self-explanatory. So we haven't seen Zylan Cheatham play one minute, and this guy, no pun intended, Kyle Guy, has been signed to a 10-day hardship deal. It's not a regular 10-day contract; it's a hardship deal, and you can only have 2 10-day spots at a time, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the Heat would have to convert Caleb Martin's deal and then pick between Zylan Cheatham and Kyle Guy, or Marcus Garrett. But I think Marcus Garrett is basically safe because he was picked from the beginning. So I don't know. One of these 2 guys, between Zylan Cheatham and Kyle Guy, one of these 2, I don't think will be on the roster at the end of the 10 days or at the end of their tenure. But we will see who it is, because there is a difference between the hardship deal and the regular 10-day deal. I think the hardship deal is really, an exception for teams who have the limited amount of 10-day players, and that is just what the NBA allows them to have if they're, stricken by COVID, which is what we are right now. Kyle Lowry is in COVID protocols. Max Strus is in COVID protocols. Those are 2 guards that are in COVID protocols, and off the bench, apart from Marcus Garrett and Tyler Hero, we don't really have any other guards off the bench. And it makes sense to sign a guy like this, Kyle Guy. I keep saying Guy, and it's messing with me because his name is actually Kyle Guy. But it makes sense to sign him because we are shorter on guards right now. We'll see if he plays or not. But yeah, that's basically what his game is. His game looks like, man. If you guys want more information, there's a bunch of YouTube videos, highlights of him. I'm pretty sure there's one by March Madness that posted one when he was in Virginia. There's a couple of them when he's playing for the Cavs G League team very recently. There was one in the Summer League. Like, there's a ton of highlights about this guy, but he's very, very well known. Like, as far as college players, he was one of the household names. Because he was one of the main standout players of the Virginia team. So, if you guys don't know him, YouTube is your best friend. NBADraft.net, people like that. Websites like that. What would I compare him to? I would compare his game to a sort of a Patty Mills, without, a lot of the finishing ability that Patty Mills has. I know Patty Mills is not some notorious finisher, but he's still very crafty. But I think the way Patty Mills runs off of screens, especially how he's been doing in the Brooklyn Nets days, I wouldn't classify him as just as a catch and shoot guy from 3, because I do think he has some mid-range ability. Seth Curry and Patty Mills, I think, are the 2 guys that I would compare him to. Because Seth Curry with the 3-point shooting ability, obviously, and then Patty Mills, how he runs off screens, how he creates a shot off the dribble. Because I think Seth Curry does a lot of spotting up. I don't think Seth Curry creates a shot as much as Patty Mills does. So, Seth Curry does move off of screens, but he's not a guy who, shoots off the dribble that much, as much as Kyle Guy did in college, especially. So, Patty Mills, I think, would be a good comparison, but obviously not that great of a finisher as compared to Patty Mills. So, and I'm not comparing him to what Patty Mills is right now. That's just the mold of his game. Obviously, he's not going to become Patty Mills. This guy isn't even in the league right now. He's in the G League. So, but yeah, hopefully he's another Heat legend, man, because all these undrafted guys on our roster, they're all contributing right now, and I'm super proud of the Heat. Just quickly talking about this Wizards game, these guys hooped, especially in the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter kind of took our foot off the gas pedal, but man, it's not a Heat game without a comeback at the end by the other team. So that was pretty standard. I was expecting the Wizards to make a run, and they did late. So But we ended up with the W, which is the most important part. Jimmy's ankle is a little bit, scary. We do play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. We play the Spurs. That should be a win. I'm not discrediting the Spurs, but I think we should be able to win against the Spurs. But then again, DeJounte has been playing so well this season. Keldon Johnson, I'm a big fan of. Lonnie Walker. They have guys on that team that are pretty good. And DeJounte is going to be a handful defensively, especially if has the matchup of Tyler Hero when he's in the game. But hopefully Jimmy plays that game. Hopefully, we see him. But if he doesn't, it's fine. It's a back-to-back. But yeah, Jimmy and Tyler carried us. Duncan, I thought I had a huge game. And shout out to Duncan, man. Slowly getting back to his rhythm. And everyone else chipped in with their usual contributions. So great win for us. And I think that's where we're going to end the video. So make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the signing of Kyle Guy. Let me know your thoughts on the win against the Wizards. Any other stuff you guys have to tell me in the comment section below. I'm all here for it. So I'll see y'all later as always. Peace.